Are we back? I know we go.
Good morning, everyone. We are back to another Saturday morning live. I am Porcelain Piggy, and over here is.
Mighty Max Toys. Boys, are good to be back.
And guys, we're like jet lagged.
Yesterday was the first day where I felt like, okay, this is normal. I can actually stay up past 11 and not be destroyed the next day.
For me, I just can't sleep at night. I'm awake at night, and I just okay, so I go to sleep like around 8 a.m. because I'm up all night, and I wake up at 3 p.m. and then I have dinner and I try to go back to sleep.
Oh, no.
It's a
So
mess. It's a mess.
for us, we were, yeah, by the way, as you guys know, if you guys haven't been following our stories or followed my little live last week, we were back from Japan. And Porcelain Piggy came back a little earlier this week, so she's freshly back in California. So we are kind of struggling to get our schedules back on. I think I'm okay, but Porcelain Piggy has been having breakfast at 3, dinner at 2
Not
a.m.
dinner. I've only been having one meal a day because I have my digestive system so slow and it's so messed up because of all the rice and bread that I can't hold a meal.
Oh no, that is so crazy. Well, in any case, we are back and we're pushing through. Sorry that my camera's a little bit light. This is a brand new computer,
See,
and
he
I
has a
still
brand new computer. It's so shiny and new. Now he actually needs to invest in lighting
yeah.
because he
Now I
has
need
such
to.
a good camera.
I know this is a much better camera. I gave up the touchscreen feature to have a full resolution camera. But yeah, now I'm super dark, so I
He's
need
in the
to
dungeon. He's in the
in the
dungeon of
dungeon. Yeah,
toys.
don't worry, guys. I see the sun. I'm not in parts unknown. I am safe. But
He's a troll under the bridge.
now, Portland Piggy, as is well documented, because apparently I can't shut up about it. This was not my first time to Japan,
Oh
right?
no, it wasn't really.
Oh,
You
yeah,
haven't mentioned.
you wouldn't know it if I didn't mention it 100+ times. But this was your first time to Japan, so just I'm really interested to see to hear better. How was it? Was it everything you expected and more? Or did it disappoint, or was it just exactly what you
It
expected?
did not disappoint. 0% disappointment. Well, as soon as I got there, and I was lagged AF, and I still had to function. I was like, you know what? I understand why Max won't shut up about this and about him being able to navigate everything because Japan is a different beast and you need to be strong.
Yeah.
You need to be strong because you are depending on public transport,
Mm-hmm.
your own personal willpower to move forward. You're not only I'm a valley girl where dry heat and concrete all around here, but over there the humidity takes you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whew, I'm used to like 100, 102. We get to 109 sometimes around here, and I'm like, okay, I just won't move. But in Japan, I got out of the airport, and I was like, oh, I'm drenched in sweat.
As soon as you get out, right? It's true. Now
Yeah.
that goes to my first question. Did you get a sweat rag?
I did not get a sweat rag. I did leave the state with a Midorian um, hand towel because
Oh.
I knew that there was not going to be any paper towels and only the little blowy
Mhm.
things, and I don't do those. So I'm like, okay. So we had a little hand towel that I picked up from Book Off here in the States for like $2 or something. And that was my main thing. But I was after I got acclimated, sweat wasn't much of an issue. But if you see my Instagram pictures, you can still see the condensation throughout my
Oh,
face.
absolutely. For me, it was kind of cool because first time I went, I got this Dragon Ball. I call them sweat rags, but in reality, it's
Mhm.
just a little towel.
A little
Everybody,
hand towel, yeah.
yeah, a little hand towel, and I got it. And I don't know if you saw them in 7-Eleven.
Oh, they're
Cer-
everywhere.
Certain ones, you can actually get you can buy like a ticket or a coin or a raffle thing, and then you can get one prize out of many, right? And
Mm.
there's like a figure that's the biggest prize, and then you have like a keychain. So I got that hand towel, that little towel. And that came back this time because it was so good to just wipe off the sweat. It was wild. Yeah.
Yeah, like, hey, Pee-wee, my fellow Eggy. I've seen how active you are in the Dream Supreme. I'm so happy that you have joined us. You have joined the egg ship.
Proceeding. We are going over. Don't worry. You
Right.
haven't missed much. We just said we're back. We're happy to be back. That I have a very new camera that makes everything look super dark right now. So I have to set up my account.
Yeah, Max just didn't pay the power bill.
I
He
know.
charged his laptop in the library, and now he's just going live with what he's got.
I just dragged my shelves to the library. I just put everything up. I've been working on it all morning. But anyways, so humidity,
Yeah.
transportation. You were saying
Uh,
first
I,
impressions.
I I honestly, it took me a sec to click in. I'm very grateful for having spent like a year learning how to read katakana, hiragana, and at least 100 kanjis,
Mhm.
because boy, oh boy, I
And
wasn't gonna
listening
find
to a
my
hundred of
hotel
my
otherwise.
stories.
Oh god. I wasn't gonna be able to find my hotel otherwise. And honestly, I was like out there and we were in the middle of like figuring out public transport and everything. As soon as you land, it's not like, oh, you land, we get to no, no, no. It's like a million things to do, a lot of things to pick up at the airport, and figuring out how to use them, how to navigate the whole thing. Google Maps is garbage when you're a pedestrian there. And I was like, okay. Mostly when you go to certain areas of Japan. So I was like, it was telling us to walk in places that were not pedestrian walking. So I was like, don't enter. This is a tunnel for cars.
I've been using Google Maps every time I go to Japan, and aside from some calibration issues, it's been pretty good for me.
For,
Um,
for us
but
in like the area of like Awaji Island,
oh, okay, I can see
it
that.
was not it. It's that we had to go through an invisible path that was literally in the water. But
Yeah,
they like swim, swim across.
now that you mention it, there was one bit of our trip that I was planning on renting a car and driving because we're going to pass through this beautiful lake, and I wanted to
Mhm.
stop by the lake. But when every time I put the directions on Google Map, it said that you have to go through the lake,
Yeah, it
and
was
I'm
like a
like,
magical straight line. Yes.
yeah, yeah, and I'm like, how do you go through the lake? Like, no. So that's why we ended up taking the train instead because I'm like, I can't,
I
I
can't
can't
figure
trust
this
it.
out right now.
Yeah,
And mainly like around bodies of waters, there's like a lot of toll areas
yeah.
and toll highways. Yeah. But at the end of the day, I was like, okay, you know what? Props to Max for navigating Japan. And I understand why he won't stop talking about it because it is a very difficult trip.
Yeah. But there's a lot
Mostly
to
when
see, you
it's
know?
it's a lot to see, it's a lot to plan. You're always thinking because you're
Yes.
always creating a route, creating a plan for the day. It's a lot, but it's extremely rewarding and super fun, and I cannot wait to go back.
Yeah. That's what, okay, I felt the same. And then when the Olympics were happening and we were like, oh, going to Europe is too expensive. I was like, oh, well, where do we go? I'm like, okay. Oh, there was a fire in Hawaii, so we can't go there. Well, let's go to Japan again. And it was great. It was great, absolutely great. And this time around, I think I threw caution to the wind, and I bought so much stuff.
And that's the thing, like this time I didn't because it was my first time. I was like, what about if I found something better? What about if I, and I was really like hyper focused on what I was looking for. And I was looking for the Chibi Godzilla Raids Again vinyl figure that I missed out when it was released here in Little Akihabara in Little Tokyo.
Mm-hmm.
And I could not find it for the life of me.
I gotta say, it is really hard to find specific things in Japan because there's so much, especially as a foreigner. I'm pretty sure that if you live there, you know how to navigate it. But I went in wanting to get the Tamagotchi Uni. I went in there wanting to get the Chibi Godzilla thing promotion that they did with that baseball team.
Hmm.
I went in wanting to get the little Godzilla gachapons that sit and watch the movies.
Yes.
Yeah, like, and I was just like, okay, I have certain things that I really, 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 really want to get, uh, but I ended up only finding one out of the three things I really wanted. But then I got so many other surprises that were like, whoa, this is even better.
And yeah, like I feel like I would go to the stores and a lot of the items were just like I was so overwhelmed by them that I was just like a photo's enough. A photo's enough. A photo's enough. So if you look at my Instagram, I have all the photos of everything like I found that I kind of wanted to buy or I was on the fence or I was just like overwhelmed by how awesome
Mhm.
things were. And I just photographed it and put it there. I was like, I can revisit it and be like, oh, I kicked myself for not buying it. But I'm so glad I photographed and shared it
Yeah,
with
at
you
the very
guys.
least. Yeah, and there's only so much you can buy too, because you have this mental awareness, right? That you have a budget, you have a certain amount of yen, and while you can go to 7-Eleven and
And get
get more
more.
money at any point, right? You don't want to get into the habit of like, oh, I just have an endless well of money at home, you know? Just
Yeah,
like,
and I feel like that's what made me spend less, knowing
mhm,
that I had my little pouch that I picked up at that we went at the bins last time, and I
uh,
had a little cube giant pouch that was filled with 100 yens and all the other
uh,
coins, and I had it. I was always holding it in my fanny pack,
yeah.
and I was like, I have limited amount, and sometimes we need it for bus, and the bus fare changes as we ride the bus longer. So I'm like, I don't want to buy this because I might need the coins for the bus. So I was just not buying much because I was so concerned about not having enough money once the bus fare
It,
changed.
dude, yeah, like, and but this time around, I gotta say, I did do a lot more buses than the first time we went. The first time it was just Shinkansen, the bullet train, and the regular trains. We took a bus maybe twice, but this time around we took limousine buses from the airport to our
Oh,
hotel.
oh yeah.
Yeah, which are a little bit more pricey, but oh my god, the comfort it's so much better.
It
Not to
comes
have to
with
do the
it.
whole like, oh, you're gonna change 3 times to get to your destination,
Just go straight and they have a bathroom, so you're good.
Oh, it's so much better. So like we also did regular buses. Like now Japan, I don't know if you saw it, but like dude, Japan has the mini buses that are electrical and each one is like painted different. Oh my
I
god.
didn't get
When
to see them because I didn't spend that much time in the city, and when I did, I was underground.
yeah, we went to Shibuya and Shibuya had a lot of these little really cool buses.
Ah,
Nara did too. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and give some visual aids to the
yes.
homies because guess what, guys? We remember that we have StreamYard.
Yeah,
And
and honestly, this is the very first time that Mighty Max and I are talking about our trips. He doesn't know what I did. I'm
yeah,
hiding a lot of it, and he won't know all of it until tomorrow. And then
indeed.
today, we're all just getting a sneaky peek of some of the things that we mentioned that we were gonna do when we were gonna
Yeah.
go. Because if you
Because
remember, I said I was going to Japan with a mission, and that was going to be fed to a giant Godzilla, which I accomplished.
good. And okay, tomorrow we're doing the whole family slideshow thing. It's cliche, but my family loves it.
Yes, and
And
we're having pupusas without a
I
fork and knife. Huey, I'm watching you.
papusa papusa. Yes.
Papusa, papusa.
By the way, how much does going to Japan, an entire 2 weeks Japan, make you want pupusas?
So much.
I know, right?
So much. So much. I was like, I love Japanese food. I go out of my way to have it here, but I cannot have it on a daily basis. I was just living out of I was just living out of 7-Eleven salads. I
Dude,
was like, I need a salad. I need a salad. I'm so sorry, but I need a salad.
no, don't you need another teriyaki sandwich or a katsu sandwich?
I'm like
Anyway,
bread is both a friend and an enemy to me. So I was just like, I can only have one sandwich every couple of days, and all of their sandwiches are delicious. But
dude, I could eat every single 7-Eleven sandwich. I could sit there and be like, okay, if there were a 7-Eleven Japanese 7-Eleven sandwich buffet, oh my god, I would go insane or die from like cholesterol, you know. But yes, okay. Uh, let's go ahead and play this because there was a theme. There was
yes,
an apparent little theme here, and that was Tamagotchi, which is serendipitous. You
because
found
guys,
it.
we went during the week, like the I think it was the week before we went that Tamagotchi Uni was released.
Hmm.
So they were doing this whole summer fest, and I was in for it.
Did you get the stamp?
You mean this?
Ah, did you completed it? Oh, I didn't complete mine.
Yeah, because
That's
you started like this, and then you go
yeah.
with the next color, and until you finish all the colors.
Ah, that is so cool. Yes, I found the thing. I could only get one because I went to a few malls, but the first mall didn't have the stamp,
Oh.
and then it wasn't until later that I found it. But yes, and by the way, guys, this looks as if Karen and I are in the same place at the same time, taking the pictures together. But no, we are in completely different places in Japan in completely different times. It's just Tamagotchi was so big during this time, you know.
And they did so good because like you were an oppa, but where was yours?
Uh, we were in man, I can't remember this. It was a Yokohama. Uh, it was a Yokohama mall where we
Mhm.
found it, and I think it was called like something Latch. I don't know.
Yeah,
Don't
it's right
remember
there,
the name of the
oppa.
mall.
Because
Yeah.
mine, I was in the oppa in Sanomiya Station in Kobe,
Mm. Oh, you were in
and
a station. Wow. Yeah.
yeah, so yeah, it was like every station turns into a mall in Japan. And what I liked was like we went to eat here. I had found the first stamp, and then
Hmm.
I saw a girl go to like a corner of the room and she stamped it, and then she had colors. I was like, "Where'd you get colors?" And I began to like crazily look around, and there was like a
Oh.
banner that said every floor that had the stamps. I took
Oh.
a picture of it, and I was like, "That's it, that's it, every pony. I'm gonna go to every floor and get it."
You're like, "Kuro wa nan desu ka? Doko?" Yeah, they were like that. They were like, "Where is this?" But anyways, so yeah, it was really fun to see all the decked out little things. And by the way, Tamagotchi is not doing anything super new, right? But at the same time, they had so much merch. Now, is this things you saw or things you picked up?
Those are pictures I took here at home.
Mm.
So these are so what I found was a bunch of gotcha because since I was always on the move, I couldn't really go to we had like planned a lot of like touristy stuff and just to kind of see and just be part of certain things. That we didn't have many shopping opportunities. So every time I saw a gotcha and I had some free 100 yens that I wasn't afraid that the bus wasn't going to be able to take us because we didn't have enough Genki, I would get them. So I tried my luck at this one. I was trying to get the Gucci Patchy, but I ended up
Yes.
getting this guy. And this one's open and you can store stuff inside.
But you can turn it into one of those like lockets when you open it up, and inside it there's a picture of Gucci Patch
I think I'm going to do one of maybe Gucci Patchy and Mamechi being buddies.
or Dark Mamechi.
Dark match. Next, I got this little angel dude. Apparently, he's the one most common to come out of the gachas. There's others. I just, I blacked out. I was just like, Tamagotchi gotcha. And I was just putting my money in
You're like
every time I saw
that.
one. Yeah, I would black out. And so that's why my husband limited me to only one item per gacha machine.
Oh, I see. So one try per machine, and
Yeah,
I gotta say
because
that,
he's like, I know you're gonna get hooked. I'm like, yes.
and I gotta tell you, I've been there was one gotcha machine. Maybe you can guess it towards the end, where I was like, I need these because what's the name
I
of
knew
that
this.
one? What's the name of that one store in Little Tokyo that sells like the designer things?
Monster Patrol.
Yeah, Monster Patrol. So Monster Patrol's sells the gotcha of these, like the statues, right? Like
Mm.
and they're really good diorama pieces, but they sell them for ridiculous prices. Like, honestly, I love Monster Patrol, but those things are stupidly overpriced. So, and I'm gonna say it here, and I'm gonna go on record. I can tattoo it on my face. I don't care. It's true because I saw them there, and I'm like, dude, these are like 200, 300, 500 yen. I am going to get so many of these. And when I was at the airport, I was just kicking myself. I was like, damn, man, like I didn't get him. And then when I returned my Wi-Fi box, there's an entire gotcha wall. And I was just like, let me see. There they were. And I was just like, all right. I went to the 7-Eleven, changed like 5,000 yen. I was just like,
Just leave me
one,
here, baby.
2, 3, 4, 5. I was like, no. Yeah. So it was really, really cool.
But for me, one of my favorite ones was this that I got at that mall where I took the photo. And this is like a
Mhm.
miniature. It's a miniature of Tamagotchi in its box, but it's also a ring, so you can wear it.
Oh, it's a ring.
Yeah, so you can also remove it from the box and just wear the thingy, but I don't want to remove it yet because this is proportional to Cutezilla, so I can make a photo of Cutezilla holding her Tamagotchi.
Gotcha. Get it?
And
Gotcha. Sure.
if you guys wondered what this is for decorating your water bottles.
Oh, that means that you can lose it. The other thing about it is that since gacha are so popular over there, you're very likely to find lost or misplaced gacha everywhere on the street because people get them, put them in their things, and they fall. You know, I think I found one or two things this time around. The first time around, I found one. Now, this one is beautiful. I love this.
Yes.
What
I'm
is?
obsessed with her. So one of the things I didn't buy much, but I did get hooked in the characters. Soraka-chan, it is a mascot for the Tokyo Skytree. And I think her name means like child that comes from the stars or from the sky. And she is adorable. I am obsessed with her. They had a plastic piggy bank of her that I kicked myself over and over and over for not buying because it was so up my alley and so close to the Showa design of my porcelain piggy that I would have loved to have. But I went to Tokyo Skytree at the beginning of my trip. So I was like, I don't know if we'll have luggage space. We're gonna just get something small. So I got the little bell charm instead.
That's beautiful. I went to the Tokyo Skytree and I didn't see her. I went to the,
What?
yeah, I didn't see her. I went to the collab between the Pokemon and the
Oh,
Skytree mostly, and but I didn't have a chance to kind of wander around. But that's really cool. She's a really nice design,
she's
almost
so
very
cute.
Tamagotchi like.
Yeah, I think that's what draws me to her. So I'm now obsessed with her. And I'm trying to. There was a keychain that I wanted of her, but it was sold out. So that's why I ended up just
Mm,
settling with the bell.
got
But
it.
I am obsessed, and I'll be keeping an eye on the secondary market for more merch of her because I love her.
Now I think this is also a really cool Halloween costume.
It
Simple,
truly is.
easy, beautiful. It relies on makeup. It's just a good character overall. And I gotta say, there's a lot of mascots in Japan. Like everything has a mascot. The train has a mascot. The train company, the Suica thing, the Suica penguin.
And
This time around was
yeah,
blowing up.
like what I learned also is like bigger train stations are broken into sections, and those
Mm,
sections have mascots.
yep.
And one of the mascots in the area that I was staying in, Ikebukuro, has actually had a collaboration with Mondo. I was like,
Mhm.
damn.
Yeah, no, it was crazy. So it's always nice and tempting, and it kind of makes you think, dude, what the hell are we doing wrong here in the U.S.? We have
Everything.
so many brands that could have a mascot, but we don't. Like, come on, dude, we need to get like our transportation to have a mascot. Like, does a penguin make sense with a train? No, absolutely not. But it doesn't have to. You know,
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love getting stamps around too. You did get to see the uni.
I saw it. I found the Tamagotchi Uni, and this was the one with Dark Mamechi.
Oh.
So I was just like, oh my god! And I saw that price tag.
Hmm.
I was just like, ooh, that price tag is nice. But the thing is, I don't understand them because there's
Ah.
cards and there's like things. I don't know what it is. So I'm like, I really want to read up a little bit more on it. But look, they have a few of them in there.
Yeah, so the thing about the Japanese packaging for the Tamagotchi Uni is that it looks like it might not be the Tamagotchi Uni, but it is. They just don't have a plastic cover for it. The
Mm-hmm.
US and a Western one is a plastic one where you can see the product and you can see
Mm-hmm.
the additional wrist one, but this one's more like, environmentally friendly and it comes just inside the box.
Yeah, but I don't know what these cards are. Like this one's right here.
Oh, because you get codes. So
Uh,
if you remember from like vintage Tamagotchis, you can also get codes to unlock certain things. But this one can be connected to the Tamaverse. And in the
mm,
Tamaverse, you can join events, download special characters, clothing, all kinds of things. So I was supposed to go to Sunshine City, third floor, Bandai store to pick up my Tama Uni, but I did not get a chance because my body was just not doing what bodies should do. And I was like, okay, I'm kind of beat up today. We're gonna take a rest day. So they were supposed to go. We actually took a rest day. because I was really jet lagged. And when I came home, the first thing I did was order that exact Tamagotchi uni from Amazon. So
Yeah.
it's coming on Sunday. It'll be here
Okay, okay,
tomorrow.
okay, cool. So that means that maybe, with any luck, you'll be wearing it tomorrow.
Hopefully, if it
With
arrives
any luck.
before I leave.
Yeah, it's true. So I did see it. I saw it, and I was just like, "This is a pretty good price." It's not a bad price. You know. Now this is a store called Anime and Hobby, which again is super duper unassuming, and it's the second floor of a kind of one of those strip malls. That
Mhm.
it's quite literally a strip, just a hallway with a whole bunch of restaurants. This is in the second story, and we were there very early, because my wife wanted to see the Mochi Man, meaning the artisan mochi that slaps it like. So, and rumor has it gets really crowded, and it did. So we were there really early, and we got to walk around this entire little complex. We had amazing moments there. It actually was really fun, and we got to see so many different toys in this little toy store. True vintage in some cases, some pretty new, right? And from there, I got my pickup of the Lupin the Third. I got my Bampresto Lupin for a ridiculous price, like $6, six
That's
US
so
dollars. You
good.
know, and here's the deal: when I saw it, um, it didn't register that it was Lupin.
Mm.
I thought it was the police officer. You know, because of the orange. And I was like, "Ah, it's
Yeah,
not Lupin, but you know what? Never, they're never
I'll
gonna
take
make
it.
the police officer. I'll take it." And then later on, when I'm at the hotel, my wife tells me like, "Whoa, let me see Lupin." And I'm like, "It's not Lupin. It's the officer." Like, "No, it's Lupin." I'm like, "No, it's the officer." It's like, "No, it's Lupin." And I'm like, "Oh, dang!" And I was just like, "Oh, yeah, yeah." I was so happy. But this was one of those instances where I know you requested either the Cupid doll or the
Or the panda
Licca,
girl.
but I could not go back
I
because
know. I thought so. I was like, I'm not gonna hold my breath because I know how it is. You really can't go back,
you
and
really
you're
can go
just
back.
always moving forward. You're
And
always moving forward.
I had the chance, but the thing is that it was so hot,
Yeah, it's
and
not worth it.
my wife was not, like you said, bodies were doing
Bodies
what
were not.
we're not allowing. So we were like, okay, Stan, we're not gonna do it. So I went ahead and decided, okay, I'm gonna get Porcelain Piggy something else. And
Ooh.
this would be the first thing I will reveal because I brought you two things and they're themed.
Ah.
Okay, so your Pokesona,
Yes.
you have Cyndaquil, right?
Hi. Yes.
Now you create a lot of really cool, pictures with them, but I feel like you need a sleeping Cyndaquil.
That's so cute. I love it. I love it. I'll take it.
So it's
Bring
sitting
it this
down and
way.
it's leaning. So it's such a good picture,
Oh,
like it's just like leaning against, and I was like,
yes.
oh, dude, yeah. So it's a pretty nice
Oh, his
little
fire
picture.
is off. I need those with fire off.
Yeah, and here's the deal: I was just like, okay, I'm kind of building this like sleep theme, and everybody knows that Pokemon. When you play Pokemon, you have your room, and there's so many little things you can kind of like deck it out with. Why not a Pokemon bed?
Ah, that's so good. That's really nice.
So it's a sleeping Cyndaquil on a Snorlax bed to
So good.
create the perfect diorama. So those are the two things I brought you.
So
And you,
cute.
and you can even put
Ah, so good.
there because I was just like, "Ah, man, I felt bad because I couldn't go back. And
That's
the
okay.
yeah, but I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get something that makes up for it. Yeah, so I got you a poke bed, and I got you the Cyndaquil so you can create a new dial.
Thank you, thank you. For me, the pickups I did for you were the two that you requested, which were those two gacha from what's the Ultimate Muscle, the Muscle Man
Yes.
Articulator.
Yep.
Yeah. So I was like, I'm glad you asked for something because as soon as you sent it, you're like, find these. I'm like, gachas are all over the place. And luckily, I was in Tokyo Station and they had just restocked. So I
So
got him there.
now we did get a Lika Chan, and this was my wife's pickup, which really surprised me. This was not a vintage item. This was a new item, and
Mm,
she
so
is a
cute.
yeah, she's a collab with she's a one of those tour guides for Nara, the place where the deers bow, but now they
Hmm.
poop more than bow. They kick more than bow. They bite more than bow. So yeah, she decided to buy these. I feel bad because the box got a little janked up during the flight.
It
You know,
happens.
yeah, but she's like, oh, I'm gonna open it. I'm like, okay,
That's
that's fine.
fine.
Yeah,
That's
so
so cool.
that was her one, doll pickup, and she paid a good price for it. And I was just like, okay, that's pretty good. You really wanted it, yeah. We also got
Oh,
a few
I
gotcha. I don't know
saw
if you saw
those.
these.
I had it. I did not see those in the machines, but when I was scrolling through our slides, I saw this and I was like, "Damn, that's nice."
So again, diorama pieces, super cool. So this we actually wanted to get a lot more of these, like the gotcha machines themselves,
Yeah, they're really
because
cool.
it's just a cool like prop. This parking sign, you has a little battery and you can turn it
Oh
from
wow!
open or close. It switches to red.
I
It's
thought
really
it
really
was like a holographic. Like in the US, it would have just been holographic. But
no, it's an
man,
actual
with
light and
light,
battery. Yeah, and then my wife decided to get some just
cute.
regular props. It was really cute. She's like, "Oh, it's for my doll." I'm like, "Okay, whatever."
Ah, that's so cute.
Yeah, but
Gotcha
what the
pop.
hell is this? This is so cool. Did
Why
you get
did
this?
why why did you move it to the front? I had it at the end.
Oh, because it was we were talking about gotcha, and this is
Oh, okay. All right. I can talk about it now because I was gonna wrap it up to be like the biggest reveal, but you pushed me to the forefront. Um, so remember our rule of you can only buy one gacha per
uh-huh.
machine.
Yes.
Uh, During the
Because it
whole
looks
trip,
like because walls look like this, and you can
exactly,
literally go broke.
exactly, like in seconds, and they have a money exchange machine there too.
It's true.
They have an exchange machine. They're like, whatever currency you got, you can turn it to yen. And so we were in our very last day in Japan. We went to Harajuku, the motherland. And unfortunately, it was a Sunday and it was packed to the rim. And we decided to take shelter from the heat at a gachapon store as we were making our way to like the main gate entrance of Harajuku. And I was looking around and I was going nuts. I was just like, I want this and I want this and I want this. So I was getting a bunch of. That's where I got most of my Tamagotchi stuff, except for the ring, which I got in Kobe. So I was like, I want this and I want that. But then I only had a few coins left with me, and each one is like 300, 500 yen. So I was like, okay. My husband was like, it's kind of busy in the lower floor. Let's go to the second floor. I was like, second floor only has boring stuff. I was crazy, and
That's crazy.
and then we went to the second floor and we were looking around, and I found this robot frog that was articulated, and I was like, I want it. I want it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. He's like, babe, you only have like 500 yen left, use them wisely. I was like, okay. So everything I saw, I was like, I'm gonna use it here. He's like, wait, let's
At
walk
that
through the whole thing first.
at that point, were you guys running out of money already? Like,
Nah,
you-
nah. It was just that he was putting me in a budget because your girl can lose it quick. And so I was like, okay. And we were walking about, and I'm yay high, and some of the machines were yay taller. So I
yeah.
don't look up. And so my husband's like, are you sure you don't want to use this machine? And he pointed, and like the angel sang, and I saw that machine. I was like, ah, I found myself. I'm like, my life is here. That's me. That's my family. And so I tell him I'm gonna use my coins here. So I did. This one was 300 yens. I put it. I spun the knob. And remember, I can only use one. I can only have one go per machine.
Did
And
you
something
didn't
fell.
get
And I was like, oh my gosh, it's even the same color as mine. And then when I turned it around, it was an elephant.
you should have gotten the gun again.
I was like, why are you an elephant? But I was like, okay, I will show this elephant. And I will not do it again. But my husband, being the sweetheart that he is, he was like, okay, I will use my one gotcha on yours too.
Okay, okay.
I was like, okay, okay, okay. We spun it
Uh-oh.
and it fell.
Okay.
And it was a puppy.
No!
I was like, damn
God.
it. Damn it. I was like, we both used our one on that machine. And I was like, I want to go spend more. But I was like, you know what? I control myself. I'm like, it wasn't meant to be. Let me just take a picture of it. Let me take a picture with it. And say, that's it. That's it. I can walk away from it. I'm just happy it exists or whatever. And then my husband was like, I'm going to try one more time as we were about to leave. And I was like, no way. He's like, yeah, try one more time. I was like, okay. And he spun the thing. And then it fell.
Ah, dude, yes!
I
Oh
was
my.
so happy. I was like, I have my family grows.
And not to throw shade to the elephant and the puppy, they're very cute too.
Yeah. And the elephant, I was like, what's wrong with your face, bruh? This is what my luggage look like. The top of my backpack, because I travel with a backpack, guys. Look at that
That's so cute, dude.
So I was obsessed. I left Harajuku, the happiest woman alive. And I was like, yes.
And and that's the thing, isn't it? Like you're like, oh, I'm gonna go to Japan for the big things, the big ticket items, and like sometimes it's the small things that
Yeah.
really make the difference.
Yeah,
You
because
know?
like I was planning on like buying a bunch of clothes and doing all this stuff so I can have really new looks, or just cute outfits to show off. I ended up buying zero clothes.
Yeah.
I ended up buying zero clothes because I was so hot. I couldn't think about trying on clothes. I couldn't think about even touching fabric. I was like, nah, I'm good.
I bought an overpriced shirt, and you'll hear the rest of the story tomorrow because
Ah,
it is an ordeal. It's not. It's I hate this shirt,
oh
but I
no.
but I needed it.
Oh no.
So
And I'm gonna tell you guys something too that I did wear a lot of thrifted clothes, like these pants. I wore them to Japan and they're the best thing ever because they're so breathable. So a lot of my outfits for the trip were pretty much thrifted and I was pretty happy about that. But thrifted here in the States. He looks so good.
so
He
cute.
looks so good.
But anyways, so yeah, gachapon machines. I know that we're getting gacha now. Like if you go to Little Tokyo, there's
Yeah.
gacha areas like this now.
And they're pretty up to date because the last time I went to actually I went to Little Tokyo yesterday, but
As you
sorry,
do.
I thought, do I need a dinner? So I was like, oh, Little Tokyo it is. um, but when I went to Koreatown, they also had a gacha machines, and they are pretty up to date with the Tamagotchi stuff. So I got this one in Koreatown the week before, like about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, not
So
bad.
they are updating them. So they're pretty much up to date, maybe like a couple weeks behind the things that are being released in Japan, but they do have
Now,
Tamagotchi stuff.
I definitely understand the appeal of gacha, and this time I actually did a lot more gacha than I did before. We because I get the heat, right?
Oh yeah,
The
unbearable
heat,
heat.
but in here in the gacha, oh my god, it's so nice. You know,
Friends, if you go to Japan, don't miss out on the hydration candy. It's like salt sugar candy that keeps you alive when you oversweat. I was just living on that.
it's like Gatorade, but they're like candy Gatorade.
They're
Now there
so
are
good.
some that I looked at and I was just like, oh my god. First, the shogi board. I was like,
Yes.
I would love this for your husband,
Yes.
for your spouse. I was like, oh my god, like they're like laying down, they're warring, they're
I love the one
dying.
that's like has the binoculars.
It's so cool. And I was just like, oh my god. And they were only 200 yen. It's super cheap.
I know.
And then this one literally brought me to just tears of just laughter. This
Oh,
is a grave, and you can write your name or anybody's name on it,
that's so sad.
and you can just have this cat look at it. I was just like, so you can create a graveyard for all your friends or your enemies.
Yeah,
Like
pretty much.
I was just like,
Imagine like you write your boss's name and put it in your desk.
and he wouldn't know the difference.
Oh,
My
and by
God.
the way, my unselfish act at the gachapon store, because I did have 500 yen And my one spin that got me the elephant cost me three. I did also find that shogi one, and I did get one for my husband. That was my shameless, like, my very nice act. And after that, he was like, you know what? I'm gonna get that piggy for you because
That's so
you
sweet.
you showed that you're willing to give up your own personal interest just for me. I'm like, of course, we're married.
No, but yes, like I saw this, and it's kind of cool because again, guys, we were not together. We were in separate places in Japan, separate
Completely
times.
different places.
But that is the wavelengths here. It's
Yes.
uncanny. Now, I did visit the I want to say Toho Studios because I did visit that too,
Oh.
uh, but this is the Ghibli Studio store,
Mhm.
and dude, they had a recreation of the house where they all live. I was blown away. This entire house opens up. You can remove the roofs, and every single room is beautifully detailed there. And
Oh.
they had it in this spinning table, and they were just spinning it, and they were like, "Oh yeah, this is for sale," and it comes
What?
with that. Yeah, and it comes with the little like mat. You see the back with the painting, so you can
Yeah.
put it, and it has a background. And I was just like, "Oh my god, how much is it?" It's just like, "Oh, it's like 50,000 yen," and I'm like, "I have 50,000 yen." I'm like, "No,
It's literally just one bill. Here you go.
yeah, no, 50."
Oh, 50. Never mind. Never mind.
No, yeah, I was just like, "Oh, I have it." I'm like, "No, no, no." So I ended up buying three
Gotcha.
different things. It's not gotcha. These are actually just the keychains. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. So I got the cat buzz because dude, like yeah, I'm not gonna get the cat buzz. I got the Porco Rosso
Yeah,
because it's
Pocoroso's life.
very hard to find things that from that particular movie. And the calcifer, which is see-through.
Yes.
And these are all keychains except for the cat
Yeah.
buzz. But
Oh,
I have since removed the keychain bits,
for sure.
right? And I have dioramas that I'm working on to feature them because they're just so pretty.
And now you also kind of get the inspiration of what they gave you there, like with the printout of the background. You can literally just print out a nice background sky with the islands in the bottom for Porco Rosso.
It was so gorgeous, honestly. Like it was just too good. And like 2 years ago, I bought a hearth. You
Mhm.
know, just like a legitimate hearth. It's huge piece, and I've been every year. I'm like, why the hell did I buy this? It's so heavy, it's so clunky, it's so dumb, and it's cool looking, but I don't use it for any of my diorama. Calcifer lives there, and
Can't forget the leather.
I'm like, finally, that piece has a purpose.
That piece is justified.
Now, this was actually a pretty cool find. I'm not sure if you had a moment like this in your trip. I went to Fukushima, and
Mhm.
Fukushima Prefecture is one of those prefectures that has adopted a Pokemon mascot.
Oh.
And the mascot for this is Chansey. And they have Chansey everything at the station: dressing, fruitcake, soy sauce. I'm like,
That's
Chansey,
furikake.
you're everywhere. And I love it. You can
That's
find
so cute.
and this doll was not for sale. It was just part of the
The
display.
mascot of the display. Oh
Yeah. And I was
wow,
just like,
that's so
oh
cool.
no. And I bought this tea.
Mm.
I bought the tea, and Eric and my wife Erica, she was like, "Oh, we can give it away to someone." I'm like, "What? What? This is for me? I framed that. I
Frame
am a
that.
frame. I am a framing freak. This is how much paper goods I have."
Me too. I have a folder full because I would be walking around like I don't know, like the cheapy me. Once I have cash in hand, I become like I don't want to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
And I was walking around and I was like, oh, paper. Put it in my folder. That's the first thing we did when we went to Awaji Island. We bought a folder. Because
Mm-hmm.
as soon as you walk in, they give you like this really beautiful flyer of Sasuke and oh my
Naruto.
gosh, and Sakura. No, but
Oh,
they do have more things together, Sasuke and Naruto than Sasuke and Sakura. They give you this cute
I
little
mean,
one of them.
Sasuke and Sakura have a kid together. Like,
Yeah, but I think he loves Naruto more than Sakura.
yeah.
But yeah, so we got one of those as soon as we went in because they have other exhibits there. And I was like, oh, and they gave us a bunch of others. And I was like, I need a folder. I need to keep these straight somewhere. And we went in, they had a bunch of those little folders and we bought them. And ever since everything I found, I just kept putting in the folder. I was like, random paper, but it has Miffy.
Okay, so the most ridiculous one, this right here. I got it for this man. This thing came in a rice ball that I bought, and I was just like, this character is so cute.
I'm telling you, I have my notebook over there, but here, I'll bring it. I'll bring it.
I'm telling you, like, honestly, what's this? We are so that is
So
that's
I
Apple
have been like,
tea, and
that's
this is
adorable.
from Fukushima Prefecture, who has adopted Chansey as a mascot. There's a few prefectures that have done this, so there's a lot of different merch that's based around Chansey. It's really cute. It's really funny. So I found one, and I decided to take a whole bunch of pictures. I only bought the one thing, but it was hilarious.
Yeah, so I'm like, for me, it was like stickers, anything that they'll give us. Like, I was just pasting it on my notebook because I took my Barbie travel notebook with me. And I was like, I got this from a flyer in Kobe. They wasn't sponsoring anything, but just like, oh, come to Kobe. Hello Kitty has a collaboration. And then I got some stamps. This is
Oh shoot, the
Baby Dora
Godzilla looks so
stamp.
dope.
Oh, this is a receipt, bro. I just
Oh, that
literally glued.
receipt?
This is a
Dang.
receipt.
Holy dang. Let me see. Can I match your receipt? Let me see. Can I match your receipt? What do I have?
I have a
I have.
receipt.
Oh, I have. I. What is this? Look at this beautiful art. Okay.
Okay.
You know what this is?
No, it is.
A coaster. This is a coaster, not from a fancy restaurant. No, from a station restaurant. That was super. I was just like, bro, are you giving this out? Or you were selling them?
I know, like we become like paper hoarders. I became a paper hoarder. I don't even know where my folder is. That's full of. Oh, I know. It's behind me. It's over there. Let me grab.
Yeah. This right here are the tickets to the Daibutsu, the giant Buddha,
Oh, sorry.
right? And I was just like, dude, any picture I take is garbage compared to this. It's so
These are
good.
the mascots from Awaji Island because this is where we got the folder. We got the
Nice.
cheapest folder because I don't care. I just don't want things to bend. I kept this paper that they gave it to us to keep postcards in
Mhm.
because it had a cute print.
Oh, I have one of those too. Hey, that's exactly the same one I have.
Oh, what? By the way, you guys want to see a spoiler?
Ooh, yeah, that's so cool.
I bought something.
Is
I
that your
got
picture?
you can't. They don't take a picture of you in the zip line. They do take a picture of you with one of the monster suits, though. Later
Oh,
on,
really? That's cool.
so I did. I'm actually gonna get a treat tomorrow.
Really?
Just letting you know. So these are the ones that prompted me to get a folder because these are flyers about the attractions in Awaji Island as soon as you enter the park, and they just hand you one for each. And I was like, I don't want this to get hurt, even if I'm not a big fan of the anime. Oh, so cute. Okay, I'll give you the Spy Family one. Look, I picked this one up and it's just a random animal cafe because of the cute little bearded dragon.
Oh, hell yes. Hell to the yes.
Let me see. I have so much paper. Oh, this is my favorite. Oh, by the way, look at this. I did get one from Tamagotchi.
That's so cool. This right here is just gorgeous art. That I
Oh,
was just like, oh,
cute.
this is just a map, the town map. It's so beautiful.
Look at this.
Oh, dude, Jimmy Gods. Okay.
It's both Goziban and Shibigodzilla rates again, plus the Hamtaro collaboration, Shibigodzilla.
But I think one of my favorite ones, my wife was able to secure this one, and I was just like, dude, you are excellent. This right here, look at this art as you go
Oh,
across.
that's
This is
gorgeous.
a ryokan, the river and the bridge that connects the ryokan to the samurai city. This is where our chopsticks were.
No way.
Yes, this is where our chopsticks were.
That's so pretty. Hi, Bambi Raptor, DLP Art and Stories. By the way, friends, if you're not following her on YouTube, please do. Her Instagram pretty much started acting a fool, and our girl is only going to be on YouTube for now. So follow her channel if you want to keep tabs with our girl Bambi Raptor. Look at the flyer for the zipline, bro.
Dude, that is too extreme, dude. I like Lupin. I'm running away.
And now it's like me. I'm running inside.
Now,
And
there's somebody who wants to share his thoughts on the trip too, if you don't mind.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Snacks.
Hi.
Hi,
Do you
Snacks.
like my look?
I do. I think I do like your look. It's very Dune.
Yes, because that's literally what everybody on the plane was watching.
Yeah, it's true. Everybody in the plane was freaking watching Dune 1 or Dune 2.
If you look at the seats, it was a combination of Ingrid Films and Dune.
Yes.
Yes,
Snacks, how was your trip to Japan?
it was very crammed.
I know it's true. I mean, you kind of got away with traveling in the suitcase.
Yes, I did, and I was never removed from it.
Oh, no.
Well,
I'm very upset about that.
but you know what, Snacks? It was very hot.
It was, and it was stuffy, and I was right next to your dirty laundry.
That's true. That's true. You were.
Yes.
Because you know what? We do accumulate a lot of laundry. How many times do you end up doing laundry?
Okay. So we did it once on a true washing machine. And then we did it once in just whatever we needed at the moment. So like a top,
Oh my god.
like the old fashioned way.
No, not fashion like that during pandemic days when you did the whole
Oh yeah. If you guys don't know, during the pandemic, because I had such bad anxiety about going out, I would do my laundry in my bathtub with an agitator. Still have the agitator. And I still do laundry that way now and then when I really need a piece of clothing. I was like, oh, I need it for the next day. So I was like, agitate, let's go.
See, Snacks was agitated.
Yes.
You were agitated. Snacks.
I was agitated, but not with an agitator.
Snacks, what was your favorite souvenir that you got?
My favorite souvenir was this blouse.
Yeah, I think the blouse is very
Oh,
shiny.
that's lovely.
Show off the sleeves.
Oh,
show off the sleeves. They look like sandworms.
It's true.
They're really nice. They're really nice.
They are very nice.
Like, it's more. I feel like Zendaya. You know, I feel like I could stand next to her on a red carpet, and they would be like, "Wow, who is that gorgeous being?"
You know,
and they wouldn't talk about Zendaya. They wouldn't be talking about Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, look! When you're standing here with the wind, Snacks.
I am mystical and magical.
You are.
I am the definition of majestic and majesty. Look at me flow.
You need to go to the next Met Gala. I don't care what people say.
I am the Met Gala.
Yep.
Oh, he's the next theme.
Walk all over me.
I know. So that was. I mean, we have more things to share, but I know that Snacks appearances are few and far between about these days.
Yes.
Because Snacks is a very creative being.
I am a very creative being.
Yes. Now, Snacks, we did have the opportunity to travel in the C-3PO plane.
That was really special.
What?
While in Japan, when we made a local trip. What did you think about your local C-3PO talking to you, telling you about the trip and about safety?
I felt like I listened to him more than I do to flight attendants.
I think so.
Oh.
I mean,
I already listened to my flight attendants because I'm not a jerk.
that's true.
Yes.
I too also listen and follow along in the map. I
Snacks,
follow along in the little paper that they give us.
Snacks
course.
always volunteers to help,
I
sit
do.
next to the fire exits.
I do, but they never take me because I don't have arms.
That's right.
I'm not very useful.
I know. Now, Snacks, since your name is Snacks,
Yes.
what was your least favorite snacks that you received in the plane?
There was this really garbage hash brown. There was this absolute garbage hash brown. It was not a hash brown. It was a harsh brown. It was sad. It was soggy. It was a crime against potatoes and humanity.
Yeah. I am the Met Gala.
I am the Met Gala. It's true. I am.
Now,
Anna Winter calls me.
and what was your favorite snacks?
My favorite?
Yeah.
My favorite would have been the Biscoff cookie, but we didn't fly Delta.
Ooh. Yes, we didn't get the Biscoff cookie. Guys, on the chat, leave
Died
it.
for the Biscoff cookie.
What is your favorite airplane snack? You know, do you like the Biscoff cookie? Or do you like the strudel waffle? Do you like
Stroop waffle.
Do you like the Stroop waffle? Sorry, or the little, what was it, Chex Mix thing that they give you, right?
The little trail mix.
Yeah. What is your favorite plane snacks? Pretzels? I don't know. Like
in Canada Air, they gave us like the cookie. It has like a little slice of chocolate on top of it.
Mm.
And one of the things about me that I learned when I was going to, like, I kind of got into that flavor combination when I was in this one like ceramics class in El Salvador for like, I don't know, a couple months. It was that they would give us a snack of a chocolate cookie with a cup of orange juice. So every time I have a chocolate cookie, I want to drink orange juice. So I was able to do that in Air Canada. So I was like, thank you.
Remember?
My favorite
back.
Yes, I kind of want to read some of the comments.
I know. Okay, so said I had really good food in Air New Zealand because yes, our girl went for vacation. They had cheese and crackers. That's
but elevated. Cheese and crackers, they could be elevated, especially when they serve them with little grapes.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like the fruit element elevates it.
Oh my god, fruit is so hard to get sometimes, man. Fruit is so hard to get. Some greens, man. Bless the smoothies from 7-Eleven.
I had so much constipation there.
You couldn't bend snacks by the end. That's just.
I look like snacks. I was literally full of poo.
That's nice.
No.
Look, I'm keeping it real.
I know, keeping it real, snacks. Keeping it real is your business, you know. You are definitely a thing.
But you know what? It was pretty nice when we got those smoothies.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But then they sold out.
They did.
They would sell out so quick. By the time I'll get there, they'll never be a smoothie. I didn't get to try them.
I know. Orange and chocolate, apparently.
Yeah, it's a delicious mix.
Back in the day in El Salvador, remember our flavor combination, too?
Which one?
Water and saltine crackers.
Yeah, it's so good. Because there's saltine crackers from, what was it? Was it Diana or Lido? I don't know. Lido. But those saltine crackers are something else. They don't taste like the saltine crackers here. The ones here are like.
The ones that are very, very tasty.
The ones in El Salvador taste so good. So good. And like the best, okay, this is going to sound gross to you guys, but the best part about it is when you grab a bunch of them, you chew them up and make them into a ball.
A dough ball.
That's right.
And then you bite it again.
Max, but you said that you were just full of poo, okay? So we're matching your disgusting level.
And this is like what we did as kids, so.
But one of them's supposed to be gross.
Now, Snacks, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that you're here, so you could be my model.
What's up? I am a model.
Yes, you are.
Look at what I'm modeling.
A model citizen.
Wave my arms again. Wave my arms for me. But there we go. I'm so mystical.
Yeah, okay, so I'm going to use you as your model to showcase these next two things that we bought, okay?
Okay.
And the thing is that we had to buy these two in pairs.
Yes.
Oh.
Because they were just packed that way.
And a pair, like even numbers, are auspicious.
Okay, so the first thing is, these are two fanny packs, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
Fanny pack number one.
Cute. It looks very nice, very nice.
And
I can't breathe.
It's okay, Snacks. You don't need to
I
Okay, fine.
Oh, thank you. Was I beautiful? Oh.
Okay, fine. Okay,
was I beautiful?
Yes, you were beautiful. It was totally worth it.
I'll die for beauty.
So these are little fanny packs that just have a little like strap in the back, and this. We bought this mostly as a souvenir for our young, niece.
Oh,
so
cute.
You can get something. But the thing is that, okay, now we have a dilemma because the other one that was packed in with this, and let me just shrink it down. Oh my God, because this Snacks, this is too big. You're not going to fit in here.
I think I could fit into that strap on.
I don't think you can. It's too long. Shut up, Snacks. Shut up, Snacks.
Okay.
Shut up, Snacks. I
don't know what's happening.
There.
This is my new face.
This is your new face. This is Pikachu.
It's very cute.
Yeah.
And a Mechala and a Pikachu.
Yep. Okay. So this is the other two. So now we have these two.
Yes.
Okay. This right here, you have the Piplup, no Piplup, and Pikachu. So now I don't know which one to give her. You know,
Oh, which is the most recognizable to her?
probably Pikachu, definitely.
The Pikachu. Pikachu's
But-
cuter than Piplup.
But the Piplup is so cute. Too.
No, penguins are really cute.
It's true. It's
They're
true.
pretty majestic. They're honestly an overall W animal.
If not, yes, true. If not, you can just find it in my Mercari store.
Of course, for like $30.
Yeah.
Import fees, you know.
Kids like things
I
to
can wear
pack their
this.
life in.
Yeah.
You're gonna pop it.
And it's a nice pillow.
It is pill. It's nice. Soft.
It's soft.
Soft.
You rest your head. It's a buddy.
Yeah, it is a buddy.
A
All right.
A disembodied.
Let's
head.
get back to it. Snacks is 11:10. We need to wrap this up. So we need to.
Oh yeah, I
finish
have
with-
a dentist appointment.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
okay. I love you guys. Bye.
Okay, bye, Snacks. Thank you for coming
Love you.
and
Bye.
cursing us, our ears, and.
I'm a bad person.
Thank
All
you
right.
for entertaining us.
Now let's go ahead and continue. Let's just finish it up, because I do want to talk about this. What the heck happened?
Oh, so at the Godzilla merch store, I did pick up some keychains because again, I was being stingy with my cash, and I was looking for the vinyl, the Chibi Godzilla race again. They had so many toys, but they did not have that one. And then later on in the airport, I did pick up this Shin Godzilla because almost all Shin Godzilla things were kind of like sold out because obviously everybody wants the Shin Godzilla stuff. Similarly, at that place, they gave us a lot of postcards.
Postcards. Yeah.
So we have a Space Godzilla postcard. We have a diagram of the zipline postcard.
Ooh, that's a cool
And this
one.
is the one I had to post a picture on Instagram, like in front of them, from my experience in the zipline. So I could spin a little thing to join a raffle to hopefully win the diorama of the zipline thing. Like it was a huge thing. But I didn't win, so I just got a postcard.
Dude, that postcard's amazing though.
Yes, I was like, that's fine. I'll take the postcard. I'm happy.
Please frame them before your spouse just tacks them onto the wall.
Oh, we got 2 sets of each.
Oh, thank God.
We got 2 sets of because they're gonna be taped to the walls.
These are so cool. I love this is my favorite. The center one's my favorite.
Yes. I was gonna get the shirts because they had some shirts, but they were just like so itty bitty. They were kids' shirts. I was like, I can fit on a kid's 14, but they didn't have a kid's 14.
Yeah,
I was
like
like,
honestly, the extra large over there is like a medium over here for sure.
Yeah, so I was like,
Now, this is my Godzilla plug. I bought absolutely. Well, I did buy one Godzilla thing, and it was the little guys watching the movie. But I got Mothra, which just looks like Mothra larva. So I was like, okay, that's fine. And that was the last one in the entire gotcha machine. I didn't know that when you put the coin and you get the last gotcha, it clicks in. You get your little gotcha ball, and then there's a red thing that comes up, and it says sold out. I was like, oh, that's cool.
And it's
yeah.
really, really well thought out.
Yeah, so I ended up I went to the Tamashii Nations in Akihabara, and so what happened was that there was so much there. This is where I was like, oh, I'm going to just get rid of all my money here because this is what this place is for. I had dioramas, I had accessories, I had 1, 2, 3 figures, but I was just like, no. At the end, I ended up getting one thing, and that was the cheap variation of Anya. You know, this is an exclusive for the Tamashii Nation store. It has the little red dress. It has fewer accessories and is significantly cheaper. But then when I was playing with her, I was just like, dude, she can't sit down. So I had to buy a second Anya that could sit down.
Oh my gosh.
And luckily, this second Anya came with Bond.
Oh,
dog.
nice. That's so cute.
And it's fully articulated too. Look, it's a woof.
Oh, he goes woo.
Woof. Yeah, it's so cool. So yeah, that's what I got. But yeah, there were no shortage of amazing things here. I was like frothing at the mouth. But I was like, okay, no. I got a little catalog paper and I was just like, bye.
I know that's the thing. You become so overwhelmed by choice and by all the cool stuff that you're like, nah, I gotta move on. So I'll just take a photo.
One thing about um one thing about the Tamashi Nation store, and I kind of talked about it in my short live that I made last week, is that when I made the purchase, they actually took a picture of my face and they did a face scan
Really?
to prevent bootlegging, I guess, of their figures. So they're like, if you want to buy something at the Tamashi store, you will get face scanned.
Oh, how
I
interesting.
know. So it's kind of a
Okay.
weird thing, but yeah, it happened. Okay, it happened. Just FYI.
You're like, I sold my bio stuff
For a toy.
for a
Now,
toy. They can now access my bank account with face recognition.
damn it. Now that you mention it, kind of true. Now, I do want to ask you something. Did you get any stickers?
I don't think so. No, no, zero stickers. You got so many.
I get stickers galore, dude. When I'm there, stickers are the best. There's a stores dedicated to it.
I
I know.
saw that at the airport. I saw that wall of stickers at the airport. I was like, oh, they're so good.
And when you go to the Pokemon store,
That's so good.
when you go to the Pokemon store, you can get so many different Pokemon stickers, and this is a very cool style that I've collected. You know, for the for the first time I went. So this time around, I got a Pidgeot, I got the Electabuzz, I got the Mewtwo because obviously I was in the Pokemon store that had Mewtwo, and I took the Venusaur, which I last time I gave it to Lou, so I was like, this one's for me.
You're like, I need one for myself.
And my wife also got these two.
Cute.
One and two. Yeah,
That's
so
so
it's really,
cute.
really cool. And then we also got like a whole bunch of random stickers, like Mount Fuji one. There's a lot more story
Keto has
about that
Mount Fuji.
tomorrow. We
Yeah.
got a free one. We got a Kappa one.
Oh, cute.
And we got a Oni one, like the ones that were
Oh,
outside
nice.
all the temple. And we got a Ryu because we actually
Nice.
went to the Capcom store in
Oh,
Shibuya, which was super
uh-huh.
cool. You know. Now, without further ado,
So for me, I didn't buy that much. Most of the stuff I showed you, I bought, and then like I forgot to show you guys this. This is actually a little keychain that I found like a really touristy area. It was 500 yen, and it's meant to hold 100 yen coin, so it opens all the way through, and it's like a kid's backpack, which fits my action figure Sona just right. So I was like, okay, I'll take it for her, and if not, it'll be cute for like some poses with Cutzilla because it is proportional to her as well. So I'll be working with this. I thought it was so cute that I had to get it. And with further to do, I told you guys that the main reason I wanted to go to Japan was because of the zip line. I didn't care what happened before, between, or after. I just wanted to zip line into Godzilla's mouth. And to do so, I had to take a 3 hour Shinkansen from Tokyo to Kobe, and then a 1 hour bus ride from Kobe to Awaji Island, and then be at the mercy of the bus schedule to go back because I don't travel through bus often. And I forgot that I'm not on my time. I'm in the bus's scheduled time. And during the weekdays, buses don't run past 6 sometimes in like some areas because it's not as busy. And sometimes the only option might just be $100+ cab ride back. So I was like, okay, I didn't realize any of this because I was just blinded by Godzilla. But don't worry, we did catch one of the last few trains. We caught not trains, I mean buses. We caught I think the second to last bus. And that's the thing where we're like, oh wait, we gotta go wait. It was extremely hot. We're like, we gotta go wait at the bus stop because all these other people also want to go in the bus, and there's not that many seats. So I was like, we cannot be left behind. Things you don't think about when you
yeah.
like travel around in car. So it was things to get used to over there. So go ahead, next slide. So Okay, so did I not? I didn't give you access. Sorry. Okay, let me give you access right now. La la la. So the story behind the Godzilla in Awaji Island is called the Godzilla interception. So a Godzilla interception has occurred between the Japanese government and Godzilla, as they have stopped him from moving forward into land and have kind of lured him to Awaji Island. And in Awaji Island, let me see. In Awaji Island, they actually have evacuated, according to the story that they give you, that they have evacuated all the people there. And sorry. They evacuated everybody from Awaji Island, and now it has become a place where they're keeping him. And because they were able to pretty much demobilize him in a way,
Uh-huh.
um, you are part of the G Force that is kind of investigating whether he's active or not. Let me see. I don't see your request. Whether he's active or not. In the um sorry, cut. Let me paste it again. Maybe it'll tell me to do access for you. Sorry.
Well, you can just share it from your laptop.
I don't know if it'll like glitch out. Last time it did with one of the things we were showing. Let me see. Because you have access to everything. I don't know why it's not letting me share it. La 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 la. Okay, let me see. And I didn't quite get your request. That's the other thing.
I sent another one right now.
Okay. Sorry, guys. We should have checked this prior to. But you can go ahead
Hey,
and
we
show the
lost
other
you.
pictures beforehand while we're working on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Ah,
I need.
dude.
I got it.
Deserved it.
I
You got
got
it?
it.
Okay.
Okay. You now have access. I figured it out. Sorry, guys. My brain was like scramming, and I was like, "How do I do it?" I was like, "Wait, I know the easiest way."
Yeah, I got it. Okay, go. Yeah, I got it.
Okay, yeah. I fixed it. So yeah, so your job as part of the G4 is to monitor that he's still inactive and that there's no Godzilla cells active in his body. So you have two options. If you're too afraid to go inside of his body, you can take a zip line next to him and you can just kind of ride the length of Godzilla to the side.
Uh-huh.
Or you can take the zip line into his body to see if there's any active cells or any active stuff in there.
That's so
And
cool.
you zip line right into his mouth. And after that, you have another mission, which is like shooting some of the cells that are growing around him because you got to keep it under control. And once a certain level gets too high, you have to like duck and cover because it can kind of hurt you because it's radioactive. Apart from that, they're like, oh, okay, you pretty much did your part. There's another one that you could do through your phone, but because we didn't have much like phone
Yeah.
access, we only had our pocket Wi-Fi, but we had to do a lot more stuff with it, so we couldn't really participate in that one.
Now, what is this like water cannons that I shoot right
Okay,
there?
share the screen first because nobody can see it yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been watching the video over and over again. I'm like
By yourself.
by
We're all
myself. Sorry, guys.
so,
Sorry.
okay.
You're
So
rusty.
my husband went ahead and did me the favor of recording. They do give you a lanyard for you to carry your phone. So that's me. I had to put my hair in a bun because zipline. And so we had the choice of going with what's it called? Of having the water effects. And I said, yes, please have water effects. It's extremely hot. And as soon as those things shut up, I got so scared. I was holding tighter to the zipline thing. So I did have my phone with me. I did record through my person as I went in, but the footage is complete garbage because I was too scared to let go of the things to stabilize the camera.
Dude.
Yeah, it was
Look at
so
the
fun.
dude. It's a long zip line.
Yeah, it is. It was awesome, Pee Wee. I just recommend you guys to go during the fall time. Like during the fall, you won't have the water effects, but during the summer, you're gonna die. So I recommend go during fall, or spring when it's a little cooler, because summer is unbearable.
Yeah.
It is truly
It's
unbearable.
hell on earth,
And
like they put it.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like this is literally a park, a massive park. And this is the first Godzilla that is to scale.
Yeah.
This is the only Godzilla that is to scale. And where whatever part of the park you're in, most if you're in the hills, you can see him. And it's just so amazing. This is like the proportion. Look at that person going in. That was literally I'm a little smaller. So I'll be a little smaller than that person going in. It was so good. And the things on the side that you see there are actually the little passes that you get when you complete each mission. So we
Ah.
got three of them. We couldn't get the fourth one because I think you get it when you go to the kids' play area, but we didn't have a kid to go to the play area with, so we didn't really quite do the fourth one. And the other way to do it was through the phone, but we also didn't have the phone one, so we just missed out the last one.
Dang. Dude, okay. What so this was your, moving Gundam moment for me last time, right? How big, like, is it like when you're there? Because the picture size is huge, right? But like, how does it feel to just be next to it?
It's amazing. It's like you're standing next to a building. It's huge.
Oh, dang, that's
It's
so cool.
surreal. I was just like, I can't cope. I can't believe. I'm very happy, and the fact that the helmet has it's everything's branded.
Uh-huh.
Every section of like it. So the theme park, it's broken into sections. They're pretty small, but when you're in them, you forget there's the rest of a park. You know, there's other
Yeah.
attractions that make no sense to this one. And I had a great time. You start by watching a movie, which is the only air conditioned location that you get to be in during this, which was a blessing, honestly, because it was extremely hot. And after that, we went straight to a zip line. After the zip line, we went straight to shooting stuff. That's me with the little ray
Gun.
thingy that they give us.
Wait, you bought
And
that shirt?
oh no, that shirt I went with.
Wait, you bought that shirt here in the States?
Yeah, I bought that at GameStop in Fresno.
Dude, for shame, Japan. You should have had those shirts up for sale over there. They look like a match. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
that's I was like, oh my gosh, it was so cute. My spouse and I were matching in shirts.
Ah, dang.
We actually bought. It was what last year that we used your GameStop membership for the $10 discount.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
these are the shirts we bought. And after that, we see like in here it explains you where you the diagram of sometimes you go in, sometimes you go on the side just to inspect, and then you have to go back up through the trenches and hiding through like because radiation can get you and stuff, but it's honestly just walking all the gear back in the heat and it's really
In the
heavy,
hot, hot heat. Yes,
but it
dang.
was totally fun. It was totally worth it. I honestly I didn't quite care that it was like
Yeah.
97 degrees and I was just burning up walking on pavement with all that gear. I was like, I don't care, I'm beaming, I'm happy.
That was your
After
goal, man.
That was my goal. That was my dream. And then afterwards, we went into the Godzilla Museum, which is air conditioned. As you enter, that's where you do the little raffle. That's where I won this little thingy. And oh my gosh, the museum's amazing. They have this map of Japan and the location of every Godzilla appearance in according
Mhm.
to the movie.
Oh,
It's super cool. And they have props from the original movies. Like we have the oxygen destroyer right there that I wanted to include so badly. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna put that because there's so many pictures. I have hundreds and hundreds of pictures from here. And I will be adding those to my Instagram because I'm like, I don't want to take over.
yeah. No, I'm telling you, guys. We have a slideshow that is a 50 plus, slides of the trips, which we will be sharing with our parents tomorrow, right? Like with each other. But like, yeah, it's just a lot. But I'm glad that we had the chance to talk about pickups because those are things that we're mostly omit during those family gatherings because they're just a lot.
Yes.
But I am so happy that you got to go. This was the goal. This was the one thing you guys you wanted to do more than anything, and you braved the heat. You braved transportation, and you braved the courage of just going to Japan, which is a 9 hour plus flight.
Yeah,
And
for
then
us, it was a 12-hour with layover.
12 hour layover. Yeah, yeah. For us, we have straight shots. Not it's 9 hours,
Nice.
but like yeah, it's an ordeal. But once you get there, it makes it. You're like, yeah, I get where I got here because nowhere else in the world you have this. It's kind of cool.
No, and I would totally do it again. I
Now,
would
question.
completely do it again. Yes.
Did your spouse do it?
Of course. That's why
Yeah.
he was able to. Yeah, of course he was able to do it because he was in the rig recording me, and then unfortunately, I couldn't record him
Yeah, yeah.
because I went first. But I did record him arriving from the other
Okay, okay,
side.
okay. Cool. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Right. That's so dope. That is so dope.
it was
Now,
so
this is
fun.
again the museum when you have like what the suits
The
and
suits. So you have actual suits. So you can't touch. You can totally photograph. I think they were okay with filming too. I didn't see a sign that didn't say no filming, so I did do a little filming. Uh, but yeah, I did took so many photos. It's crazy, guys. Like it was surreal. I couldn't process. It was so much. I'm like, if
this.
you're gonna go and if you're afraid of the zip line, just go for the museum. It's so good. And they also have a themed cafe, which I couldn't have any other food because they had a lot of red meat. But I was like, it was just cute to see, and it was nice. It was so nice.
Well, I'm super. Like I said, super glad that you did. That you did go. Like I said, going the first time is wild. Going the second time, for me, you get to appreciate a little bit more the smaller things. You start saying, "I'm gonna stop by. I'm not gonna." The first time it was just for us covering
Ground.
distance,
Yeah.
ground, like going from prefecture to prefecture,
Now
bullet
it's
train to
us.
bullet train. But now it was more of the we're gonna stay put in one place and go to small areas around, and it was very rewarding. We did travel across Japan for sure, but not in the extent of the other one. And we got to appreciate a lot more little things like the gotcha machines, which we normally didn't do it. Um, we got to buy quite a few souvenirs, you know, and we also kind of accessorized for things like the home and things like that. Like this right here are coasters.
Very beautiful. Wow, that's a beautiful coaster.
Yeah, and this is from the Pokemon Concierge
And then we have a
line.
comment from Bambi Raptor. She's like, "Oh, that's so cool with the zip line. Those scare me, girl." It was my very first zip line. It was my very first zip line, as well. I haven't done one as an adult. I would do them as a kid in El Salvador, where you had to hold on for dear life because there was no other thing but your arms keeping you safe.
Indeed.
But I hadn't done one as an adult with such a distance from the ground. So this is my very first zip line, and I
Just
love
so.
it.
Well, and with that, we can say, hey, you know what? Godzilla is a good plug. I went to my local comic book store yesterday.
Ooh, let's
Um,
go.
Monster Island Summer Camp isn't here quite yet. We're working on getting it. So as soon as the comic book comes up, I'll go ahead and definitely pick it up and read it because the author has been invited and she has accepted our invitations to talk about the comic book and its inception, the comic book art, the comic book story, where this whole crazy idea started. So stay tuned. Next Saturday, we'll have a little bit more news regarding that fact because we need to get back into the swing of things. But I feel Genki. I feel very energized, you know, and ready to tackle this new season. I guess we can call this the new season of
I guess
Voice
so.
Tangents. Post Japan.
Post Japan, post break, post break. So I do feel refreshed. I wish I wasn't as lagged as I am today, but I am energized. I'm excited, and we have so much to cover. And I feel like it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have more energy, and we're kind of, I feel like we ripped the bandage of YouTube in the first and second volume, and right now we're carrying forward through the summer, and I think it's gonna go well. I think we're getting the hang of this.
I
Pardon
think
the
so.
glitch today with the with the video accessing, but other than that, I think we're
Yeah,
good.
I'd rather get the glitches out right now than when we have an actual guest. You know.
I know. So again, thanks again for watching, guys. And if you guys went out of the country or just did some local traveling, let us know where you went in the comments down below. I'd love to know. I'm always reading the comments and always liking and replying. You can always follow me on Porcelain Piggy on Instagram.com. It's And I don't know why I went with the whole.com because I don't even know if it's .com or .org. But you can totally follow
Because
me
you're
on
rusty
Instagram.
and sleepy and you want to go take a nap.
No, I have to go to the dentist, which is going to be a mess because most likely I'll fall asleep.
Probably the best. Blessing in disguise.
Well, yes. Follow me on Instagram. I'll be posting more of the pictures of the stores because I went ham. And I always ask before taking the pictures inside the store, I always ask if photo was okay. So please let me know how your trips were. Follow us on Instagram because we'll be adding new things there. And follow me on Person Piggy. Follow Max and Mighty Max Toys. And I know before we went, I did put up a challenge to photograph the snail abroad. I don't know if you got a chance to take your snail with you, but I did take mine, and you can see that photo on the Toy Tangents Instagram and also on my own.
I took Silver Samurai, I took Ryu, and then I was holding little Anya around, and my snail kind of had a bit of a breakage mishap before going. Nothing too serious, but nothing I could fix at the time frame of leaving it. So I had to leave it.
I see.
We don't want to risk breaking more and more.
Or losing a piece. No, I totally get it. I totally get it. For me, I took my
the clear
snail. I know the quartz snail, which played really well with the silver and the lights of the port of Kobe, which I was like, I had been carrying it around. I was like, I don't know where to photograph you, where you can look bomb. Found the perfect stage. So check that out over on our Toy Tangents Instagram. You can also have updates of when we go live and updates on what our lives are coming up might cover, because we're going to try to be a little bit more active on our Toy Tangents Instagram as well.
Correct.
So with that, thanks again for watching, guys. And Max, do you want to add anything as we close?
No, I mean, we have a lot of really cool guests lined up for the next coming months, right? But we are in the setup stage at the moment. So tune in for more information next Saturday and stay definitely up to date with our socials. You can follow me at Mighty Max Toys, or again, Toy Tangents is the best place to get it. I don't think I've revealed this to you.
Don't do it
just yet, but there is another persons, I should say. It's like, actually, I suspect they are also siblings who do podcasting.
Oh,
Who want to start a podcast. And this is from that one store that you kind of like, Kohai Toys.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, so we're going to have guests from Kohai Toys join us and talk about them. Those have also been in the mix. We have a lot. A lot,
We
guys.
have a lot.
Okay, until then, bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay.